a six-pack. Heavy metal over a six-pack.
Maiden of Metal!
Give me a beer.
On that sound, rather.
That weird lady talking here.
Yep. Hello, everybody. This is the Heavy Metal over a six-pack podcast. See, words are hard already. We are excited and pleased to be joined by Ofilia of Arshenic from Poland, right? I hope.
Yeah.
I know we already said hello. I know this is the weird part, but good morning again. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
My first question, I guess, and hopefully like a little bit of an icebreaker. How has the journey been with the band since the release of Final Creation in 2020 and your 2021? How would you describe the journey so far?
2021. Let's think. That was the middle of pandemic, so we were a bit bored, I think. City, just chilling, just spending time with my pets and writing new songs. So it was a good time for me, to be honest.
Exactly. A lot of time on your hands.
Yeah, right. We finished our first songs that we released last summer. So yeah, it was boring and busy at the same time.
So I know the pandemic affected each band like a lot differently, but so it sounds like you guys were more on like the productive end. Like you took the opportunity, like since you were away, and like actually like went into writing, went into the studio and did like the recording thing.
Yeah, we did, because normally when we have those daily jobs, also we don't have that much time. So when we were just like taking off our typical days, I decided we need to start focusing more on the music. So this is why I just left everything else and was just chilling and writing. That was the best time for me.
Right. Oh, absolutely.
Were you guys able to actually enjoy the release of a Final Collision before the world officially or unofficially metaphorically ended?
Well, the world is ending a long time right now. Like taking it so much time, and it just can't finish. I'm like,
it's been a slow burn, yes.
or I haven't really noticed the ending. Like it's those are really weird times. I think we will think about those times in 5 years. Like, what the hell happened there? Was like a 2-year gap or what?
Yeah, it's weird. It's very weird.
There's not admittedly so in like some of my pre-show prep, there's not a lot of information on you guys that we're able to find in the States. So a little bit of history of the band. How did it come together? I believe it was 2007 you guys came together.
Yeah, it's a really long history. I cannot believe I lived through all of this. So yeah, we started in about 200. It was a long time ago, yeah. So, I just went to the city Gdańsk. It's one of the biggest city in Poland to study journalism, and this is when I decided I want to have a band, because I started singing when I was a kid. Long story short, I've learned for a very long time. I always knew I wanted to do a rock or metal song. So I've joined one band. So after some time, the band like spread, and nothing went good from this. But I still knew the drummer that was playing with. So we were looking for different members of the band. This is how we got the first squad of Arshenic, which really was changing a lot, because when we started, we was 19. So, just
Early.
typical students that were trying to play, but they didn't know anything about the music and stuff. We didn't have any help from any like industry or anything else. We were just playing. We were playing a lot of gigs. We were playing like a few gigs a month, and we were playing for a beer. So we didn't have any money. Like just happy-go-lucky style of having a band. And after 2013, I think we were in this TV show in Poland that was called, what was the name of it? Something about the music, like those Idol and kind of stuff. So we were in a TV, and the guys that used to play with me then, they had really hopes up. They thought everything will change right now. Someone will come and help us. The dream, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Somebody from the industry will come and change our world. So nothing like this happened, of course. So then again, two of the members left, and the third one said, since they all left, I think it's the best time to say goodbye to all of this. So there was only me and Bartek, the drummer, who is actually husband right now. After a 2-year gap, we decided we want to play again. We just can't leave the music because the music is within us. We are just we just live for the music, for making music. This is why we started to look for different people to start a band again. And we found the bass player Mark, who is playing with us on the Final Collision album. And after 5 months, I think, Vlad, who was this previous guitar player, came back to the band. As starters, he came to play piano, but then he was back on the lead guitar. And since I think 2014, we are still playing. So this is when we decided we don't have any chance to do anything serious in Poland because, like I said, there's no help, there's no market. People stopped listening to heavy music quite some time ago. Now the most popular music is disco. That is just, I'm so ashamed to even say that. And hip hop, and this is all that people listen. Like many people listen to those genres, and rock and metal practically doesn't exist in my country. So, that we need to look for some fans, let's say, and for some help, like abroad. So that's why we've recorded the song that was called Erased. And the song that was called Monster, and we recorded the music video for the Monster in a dog rescue. Yes. That taken one of our dogs from. Nice. We started to just send those songs to podcasts and to radios and webs and stuff like that. And we were surprised because like people really liked it. So those songs were played. And this is why we decided that things need to change. So we started the Final Collision, and we knew the Final Collision is going to be written in English, and this is why everything like changed for us.
Well, and sometimes it just takes one, to really just like push it.
Probably, and sometimes you just also need to look at your life and think what you are doing wrong, and just change it. Because we're living in those patterns that we just keep on doing, and sometimes it doesn't make any sense to do something, the same thing for the first time.
Right, no, definitely.
Actually answers one of my follow-up questions, because I noticed in your album history there was a long gap, so that actually explains that quite well. I know this is always a tough question. You guys sound like you have a lot of influences in your music, but what would you say the influences are for your catalog?
That's always a hard question, because
and even to narrow it, what are your personal influences for music? Like, who influenced you to be a musician?
You know, when I started learning how to sing, I used to listen to so many vocalists. I tried to when I was a little kid, before I started to have any vocal teachers, I was trying to learn how to sing by copying some vocalists, like a parrot.
Sure.
And so there was as many vocalists as I could get, because those were times before the internet. So I had those tapes with singers that my parents could get me from, you know, wherever. There was nothing like this in the shops in Poland. So I just got, like, I remember my first tape was Tina Turner. So she was the reason I even started to sing. I just love the sound, the charisma, and stuff like that. And there were many other bands in time. So to be honest, I cannot even tell you the names of people that that influenced me or whatever, because I always try to look for music that I haven't heard before, for that impressed me. That's something new for me. I don't actually listen to many bands for a long time. I try to just use my, you know, Spotify or stuff like this, and just look for someone else, and I just listen to, for example, for a discography of some bands, and I find some really great songs that I sing along. I try to figure out how they use their voice, how they sing, or how they just phrase, and how they write their music. And I try to listen to something new, because I'm always searching for something that will just amuse me. So there's not like 1 or 10 singers or performers that really I'm inspired by.
Okay, I promise I will not ask what your top 5 favorite bands are, because like it sounds. But I actually love that game though. You go to like YouTube and you just go through the suggestions. You start at a song and just like ride the suggestions and
find different ones
and see where it takes you.
It's not that easy. It's not that easy with me, because I teach people how to sing. So my YouTube always is showing me the stuff that I'm teaching them. So there are some random stuff on my suggestion that don't even show what I
mishmash.
Yeah.
What's the first metal band you ever heard?
Vader. That's
okay.
A death metal band. I don't know if you ever heard it.
Oh yes, I know Vader.
Yeah, great. So this really was the first one. I think I was about 5 years old, but I still remember like you know, like a glitch in my mind. I remember was listening to Vader. Other stuff was like old school rock music, like from 70s. That was my father's favorite songs.
Okay.
Also Pearl Jam, I think, and bands like those, I think.
Sure.
I always loved the female vocalists, because they're easier to sing alike.
Right. No, 100%.
Male keys are different for women to sing.
It's very true.
Used to sing girls songs.
So I mean, I feel like since the beginning, you've always wanted to do the vocal thing, right? It's always been like your path, right?
Yeah, since I remember, I was just since even before I even learned how to speak, I was just like mumbling something, and when I was able to speak, I was also singing. My parents have this tape when I was three, and I was playing a piano, you know, just hitting the random keys and singing about some flowers that I saw. Just that was typical for me. I was just walking somewhere and singing about things I'm doing right now, or what I will do. And I was scared, I was singing. And it was always like I was every time I was alone or bored, I wasn't playing with dolls, I was singing or writing songs, stuff like that. That was my favorite thing to do, and this is still my favorite thing to do.
That's awesome, though. I mean, your creativity started early, which is good. You know what I mean? You're not like forcing it; it just comes out.
Did you get lessons or professional training at a young age?
Yeah, I've had my first teacher when I was 7. but it wasn't really like a professional teacher. It was teacher from my preschool, no, this school when you're 7. Sorry for my it's not my first language. So it was my first teacher. This female said to my parents that she thinks I sing really nice and she wants me in the school band.
Yep.
So it wasn't something that she wanted to attend the school band. It was like, oh my God, she's a Delphin. They were called Delphins. So it's a cringe. But cringe back then, and I still feel cringe of it. So I was also attending some vocal contests, and then my parents decided to get me better teachers. And so I was learning how to sing from when I was 7 till 23, I guess. I decided to stop having a private teacher at this age, but I'm still trying to evolve. Like 5 years ago, I was at the Melissa Cross Scream workshops, so I still try to evolve.
That's nothing wrong with that. You can always better yourself.
I think always you can always do something better than you do. So this
Right.
is
No,
why
100, exactly. Definitely.
Oh, the learning process never stops. Like I can concur with that. There's always a different technique or just a different something that can just be associated.
Yeah, exactly.
I always find it interesting, like so, like a country like Poland, as you mentioned before, like the metal scene is either non-existent or very little. But bands still yet emerge from these kinds of environments, such as Arshenic. I find that to be either. I feel like the influence of like your surroundings would have pushed you in a different direction, but you guys like still fought your way through and like came out as a metal band. Like,
yeah, I think it's something like fatal error in our brains that we still.
Okay.
we're all very appreciative of it.
No,
Like, we're glad that you guys emerged.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think many musicians in Poland are just like us. They're just lunatics. I don't know why we are still fighting for all of this, because it's not that easy to have a band, to go to rehearsals, to buy a gear, to invest in music videos and stuff like that. It's just the way of life, and it's really not an easy way. But lots of bands in Poland. There's a major amount of bands in my town. I live in a 3 city. It means there are 3 cities nearby without any like borders. As I found a document that said there were about 300 rock and metal bands right now in this area. That's a gigantic number, 300.
Yeah.
So I think the only people that are listening to rock and metal are the ones that are doing.
The 300 bands.
The 300 bands that are doing it.
Yeah, it's especially right now. It's like you brought up. I mean, it seems to be the kind of hip hop and pop music seems to be where everyone's at. So it's trying to get around that for us.
Yeah, many people are just like I saw. They're just followers, and they're following without any like. I think that sometimes people are clueless about the music they're listening. They don't even think about it. Just somebody told them this music is cool, so they're listening.
Right.
To it. They don't even look at the lyrics. They have no idea what they're listening to or sing to. So
Very true.
I think it's typical for people.
Seems to be.
The band name itself, I noticed that the word that it's derived from actually has a pretty interesting meaning. How'd you guys come together selecting this as your band name?
The band is called Arshenic, so it's from arsenic, but the Polish name is Arshenic, so this is why the pronunciation is a Polish word for arsenic, but we added the H, so it's like better in the search results.
Yeah, we're not searching other things.
So this is why that's the name. And we were looking for a perfect name. We wanted something deadly. I wanted something fun and to just so people would know it's a female fronted band or just have the female spirit in it. So one of our friends of the band said like the perfect name would be Arshenic. And when I asked why, he said, "I'm poisoning their lives."
Wow.
Perfect.
Wow. Okay. All right.
And I also like it because it was a female poison. This was the poison in, I think, 19th century that women used to use
Yeah.
to kill their husbands and
Man, it was.
lovers. So
It fits perfectly, though. I mean, that's yeah, definitely.
it's really inspiring, I think.
Very, very inspiring. Well, that's awesome that you wanted to have the female aspect in there as well, though. I mean, that's it makes a difference, I feel. You know what I mean?
Sorry, 7 a.m. processing.
Yeah, I get you.
The Ophelia, have you always done all your own writing?
Yeah, I think I really don't like to sing somebody else's words, so this is my main rule, that I write the lyrics and I write the melody. Because when I would be singing somebody else's things, it wouldn't be like real for me, and it wouldn't be creative enough for me to just invest all that energy in. So this is why we write the music as we talk about what we want to play, what we want to sound like, what the next vibe is going to be. Then Vlad is writing the first demo of the songs. And if I'll think they're good enough, the lyrics and the melody, and then we change everything together, like different stuff, like adding something or changing stuff like that. So we are always working on everything together.
Is would you say there's a common theme that you generally write about, or how do you get inspired to actually write a song?
It's different every time, to be honest. It was different with every song. At first, with our first album that we released in 2009, I was writing very emotional stuff about what I feel and history of people that I used to know or I knew. And with the next song, it was the next album. I don't really know. The song "Final Collision," the title song of this album, was written before the pandemic, but it's about the end of the world, and it's also about the pandemic. So, well, I feel like a witch sometimes. And so it's those are stuff that I see, that I'm afraid of, or that I'm angry at. This is it's a lot of emotional stuff, but not really sad stuff. It's not. I hope it's not depressive. Song "Madness" is about fighting with the depression that I had for a very long time. So it's different with every song.
Okay. How hard was the transition to actually to say that you were going to start releasing music in English?
Well, as I said, we knew that we are not gonna achieve anything in our country, so we just had to change into writing in English, because in English and releasing abroad wouldn't have any sense, I think. So it was a natural process. I just started to writing and try to keep doing it better every time.
Okay. You have a few cover songs that you've released. If you, even going back to your 29, your 09 release. How do you pick your cover songs?
randomly.
That one.
The first cover you said you thought about was Lady Gaga Paparazzi, the full version. Well, it's actually a funny story because I've heard something alike. It was 2009, so the punk goes pop and things like that just started. People just started to metal covers. It wasn't as famous as it is right now. So I've heard something alike, and we had an argument with my guitar players. We were just, like people do, and they knew I'm mad at them about something. I don't really remember what it was. And so I just used that as an argument for them to say sorry.
Yeah, whatever works, I guess.
So it was like, if you want me to stop being mad at you, please do me a cover of a Lady Gaga. And they was like, what?
Why? That's funny.
You couldn't find any worse thing to cover. So yeah, it was just because I'm mean. But yeah, I had fun. Really had fun singing this.
Well, it's cool when you can make it your own too. You know what I mean? You can take the layout and then just like really amp it up.
Yeah, and change everything as much as it's really stops sounding like the original.
Right.
It started to sound like your own music.
No, definitely.
It was a bit similar with the Where Did You Sleep Last Night that we released 2 years ago. But it was without an argument.
They're a little more willing.
A little more peaceful on that one.
Yeah. I knew this song since forever. Like everyone who listens to rock music knows this song for the Nirvana concert Unplugged. So I love songs for a very, very long time. And I used to sing it with the bands in my high school. They didn't want me in their band because they said they don't want a female in a male band.
Oh, boy.
I used to go to the rehearsals and sometimes I've sung this song and I really loved it. And like half a year before we released this cover, this song just came back to me, and I was just singing it like all day long, all day, and the second day and the third day. It was like earworm in my mind. I just couldn't get this song out of my head. So it was just like it was really haunting me all the time. So I decided I need to do something, get the song out of my music.
just get it out.
And I told the guys that the pandemic is starting. We knew that they're gonna close everything in our country. Wouldn't be able to meet anyone like when it started, and I knew that we won't be able to do our own song in such a short time. So this is where I said, okay, let's do a cover. It's gonna take us just like, I don't know, 2 days to do a new arrange for this song. So I gave this idea of a song, how I wanted to sound. I've worked with Bartek on the drums. I told him how I want the drums to go. I took my acoustic guitar and just played like the vibe I wanna. And I told Vlad that he has 3 days because I already booked the studio.
Get ready.
So yeah, this is how we done it.
Whatever works. So you mentioned briefly like a prior band. Have you been in any bands before, Arshenic? Or
like short time, because like I said, in the high school there was
right.
So we were just meeting and together they were playing. I was sometimes singing something with them. When I came to Gdańsk, there were a few months that I was singing in one band. Then there was a second band with a few months of playing, but it was never anything serious.
Right, just okay.
2021, 4 singles released. And it looks like pretty much throughout the year, like almost every few months, another single was dropped. Why release singles like that versus doing like maybe like an EP or a collection?
It was a one single a month. We've started in June, I think. Yeah, June. Yeah, we started in June. It was the first Friday of every month. It was a thing I wanted to try because I'm always interested in every music industry blogs and all the music marketing tips and stuff like that. So I was listening to some guys that they were saying that if you're releasing one song a month, it's going to be better for your Spotify listenings and just, you know, all the idea. And so why not? Let's try to do this. Try to promote every song. Look for which one will be like best. Which one will people like most? It will help us to tell what our fans really want, what kind of music they like, because every song is totally different. The first song, Bloodsucker, was like hard rock song that's changed into progressive metal ballad. Inspired with the vocal line by the classic vocals and the musical. So it was 2 songs in one. And the second song was, I think it was the Extraterrestrial. And Extraterrestrial is not a song. It's a soundtrack for alien abduction, I think.
Okay.
So it was really, really different. A lot of screens there.
I noticed you actually went like much heavier than a lot of your catalog with that song, including vocally and musically. I thought there was definitely a lot of a heaviness to that one that stood out.
I wanted to do something different than we did before, something edgy and something that will just make people want to ask what happened here.
Wait a minute.
So this is why Extraterrestrial sounds like this. The third one was Goat. So Goat is a progressive ballad, and this one the vocal lines were inspired by Deftones. I love Deftones is one of the bands I love. So they have this typical way of writing a vocal melody in their songs. So I wanted to just use their vibe for the vocal melody. I wasn't using any melody per se, but I was using the vibe, the way of the writing. And the chorus is growled, and I was finally able to record my tunnel throat screams and stuff like those. Really happy to do it. Last one is called Lucid. It's let's say symphonic metal and like pagan metal with metal chorus. And this one was featured by Michał Jelonek, who is one of the greatest rock violin players in our country. So I was really happy to be able to persuade him to play with us, and he was so amused with the sound that he'd say, "Yeah, sure."
Very cool, very cool.
So how did it work? How did, like, being a couple of months into 2022 now? How do you feel that worked, releasing 4 singles versus doing a collection?
It helped us really to make people listen, because everyone who was following us on Instagram and other social medias, they were just eager to listen to those songs, and they were waiting for it, and they just couldn't wait. So yeah, we had much more people who listened to it than, for example, when I look at the stats of Final Collision, there are some songs that been listened by hundreds of people, not thousands of, for example. So this is the difference. When you release one song and you focus on this one song and you try to just promote it, then you will actually make more people listen to them.
Well, that's fair. Because a lot of times when you have an album, they'll find the one and take that one off of it, and then the whole album's like lost to them. You know what I mean? When you have the one,
Yeah.
it's focused, and that way, I think it's almost, I guess, like a demo of what you guys do. You know what I mean? So you can be like, oh, this is what we do. Yeah, no, definitely. I definitely see the idea behind it.
Okay.
Okay.
We have a segment we like to do with our guests. We call it so with our heavy metal over a 6-pack, we like to do 6 random questions, not necessarily about your music. So we'll give this a try. It's very safe, I promise you. Nobody will get hurt. But I do have one that's kind of about your music. So if your whole music, let's just say your whole music catalog could be used as like either the score or the soundtrack for a movie, what kind of movie would it be and what would it be about? If you could choose.
I love horror movies. I absolutely love horror movies. So I would love any of our songs to be in any horror movie, but many of our songs would be great for some Vikings type of music. For example, the Lucid would be great for those battle scenes, and also the Cold would be perfect for the battle scenes. So I think some kind of witchy pagan stuff, or just typical murder things.
Okay.
I can see that. Yeah.
What are your top 3 horror movies?
Ooh.
OMG, there are so many.
So
First 3 that come to mind. I know they don't have to be the best of the best, because I do the same thing. I can't pick my favorites.
Fourth Kind. I think
Fourth
one of
Kind's
my
very good.
favorite is Fourth Kind. I've watched it like 15 times.
It's a good one.
And I love those jumpers. What was the name of the Grave Encounters?
Grave Encounters,
I
yep.
think. Yeah, a Blair Witch Project is
Classic.
of classics. Yeah. As for the new ones, I watch like one horror movie a week. So just I watch it. It didn't scare me. Next one.
Yeah.
It didn't scare me.
We did the same.
My husband is really afraid of horror movies. He hates them so much. And there was one movie, Lights Out, I think it was.
Lights Out,
I
yeah.
don't remember the movie, but I remember it was this beginning. And my husband was just using his tablet. He was watching something, and he started to watch. And there was like this big scene of this big scare, and I was like, nothing here. He jumped so high. Okay, I'm not now gonna watch some puppies organs.
That's funny.
I know your pain. My fiance does not enjoy horror movies either, so I don't have as much flexibility. Anthony's our horror man and our horror expert over here.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
all right, question 2. If you could have a superpower, what would it be?
Superpower. I would wanna force people to do what I want.
Wow. Mind control.
Okay,
You get the first. I don't think we've had that one yet.
that's definitely a new one for us.
Mhm,
Thank
mhm.
you. Awesome. All right, question 3. Maybe we'll have fun with this one. I have to kind of paint this picture though. So let's say you're walking down the street and you bump into an evil witch. She gets all rude and upset with you, and she casts a spell on you. Now the spell that she's going to cast is, from now on for the rest of your life, when you listen to any music that's either already been done or any new music, you will not be able to hear one element of the song. You either won't be able to hear the guitars, the drums, or the vocals for the rest of your life. What would you be able to go without ever hearing again when you listen to music?
To be honest, I never hear the bass.
That's why it's not an option. Because everybody, and I asked this question would be, bassist, see ya.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
So it has to be one of the other 3. That is the.
You're cheating. Okay, so if there was this kind of situation that I met an evil witch, To be honest, I would just do a cleansing spell because I'm also awake. So
Just cheating. Wow. A rebuttal.
nothing that would really scare me.
I'm gonna have to get a rebuttal for this now.
But if there would be something like I would get back something to just not listen to, not to hear any other instruments, I wouldn't be able to let go of a guitar or drums. So any other.
The vocals probably there.
Fine with those keys. So.
Yeah.
That was what, 3?
Those 3. Correct.
7 a.m. Bryn.
That's almost 8. That's 7:30.
Almost 8. It's like halfway between the hour.
Yeah.
If you had a final meal request, Ofilia, what would it be? Like a last meal. If you're on death row and you get your last meal request, you can order anything you want. What would your final meal request be?
I'm not into eating to be honest. So whatever. I'm not into food.
Couple glasses of water and a smoothie, maybe.
Whatever they give you.
Whatever they give me.
Dealer's choice.
Something that's not including meat. So
Right.
Do you enjoy adult beverages, Ofilia?
do I what? Sorry.
Do you enjoy adult beverages?
Rephrase, please.
Do you drink alcohol?
Okay. Not really right now. I used to party with my friends a long time ago to drink vodka because it's typical in Polish.
Yes.
But
What would be your choice? What's your choice? Your chosen poison then? What's your drink of choice if you were to have one?
I think gin with Sprite.
Gin with Sprite?
Nice.
That's terrible, but
That's
that's fine.
Sorry.
All right. Are you familiar with the movie Fight Club?
Of course.
Good answer. If you could fight one person in history, like anybody in the world, who would you fight?
I'm not that strong, so it would have to be someone that's weaker than me, and there's no in this.
So you would be excellent at that at the assignment to go pick a fight and lose.
I would be a great manager of the fighting club. Let's stay with this.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Fair enough.
Sure ends the joint.
I think that might have been 6. Did I miss a good one? We can throw a bonus.
Do them one. That was 5, I think.
That was only 5.
That was only 5.
If they help me out, pick one. Do you remember?
Do I remember? Are you a dog person or a cat person?
I have 2 dogs and 1 cat.
Wow.
Which one's your favorite?
Ooh, oh wow, that's bad. That's like picking your favorite child.
That's the worst question
terrible.
you can ask somebody.
The middle.
I must say it's a cat.
It's the cat out of the 2 dogs.
Yeah, the cat is my baby right now. He's so small and so fat and so furry. Yeah. It's not fair, but I really love the cat. Yeah. Like of all my animals, like
Right, of course.
that's my favorite.
All right, I think we did okay. That's our 6 random questions, not necessarily about your music. See,
Yay.
I'll say, yeah, good times at Boyle.
Easy.
What's the future hold for Arshenic? Anything you can tell us?
Future is 4 concerts that we're playing next month. Playing in Poland in one of the biggest clubs in Poland. So right now we are preparing the tour. And we are also started to work on some new singles. So hopefully we will release at least 2 more songs this summer after we are finished with the tour, and then we will decide what to do next. Because right now I'm not really sure what to do with us.
Okay, it's fair. It's fair.
What's your drive? I could have asked this before, but now's a good time. What would you say your drive with the band is? Do you consider yourselves like more of like, does the live entertainment aspect kind of I'm wording this poorly.
Mhm. Do you prefer the live aspect over the like?
Is
Releases,
is
or-
the focus on actually like getting new music, getting the production, and like actually like producing the music, or is the focus the live performance and the live experience?
There's everything in it because we love the concerts. We love to play in big clubs with nice lighting and stuff. We really don't like to play in small clubs like the
Mhm.
pub, because there's always something wrong with the sound.
Mhm.
There's always something, the stage is so small. And to be honest, I really hate playing in those really small pubs and small clubs. When we play on a large stage, when everything sounds as we want it, then we really love it because we always have people who know who we are. They are not random people just from streets, but they buy the tickets. They know what they're coming to. So it's really nice to play live, but we don't do it really very often because it's really expensive.
Yeah.
Right. The prices of the renting the club is really high for medium bands like with medium following. So we cannot afford to do it as much as we could. So this is why we're trying to focus more on writing songs. Sure. It's not going as fast as I would love it to. Like I said, all of us have our day jobs, so we can do it from time to time. And I'm really picky about the music that we are releasing. So we are releasing. There were 4 songs that we released last year, but there were 20 songs that we could release, but they sure. I decided they are not strong enough to be released. So this is why when we release something, I need to be sure that this is really great stuff that we are gonna promote. Right. I would really disappointed if we would release something that is weaker than the previous releases.
Well, everything that you have released, me and Anthony have enjoyed the catalog very much. So nicely done. Like we like it very much.
Because I think maybe like a year and a half ago, I think we reviewed one of your albums. Like remember that was
what we did.
They sent it over to us. Yeah.
So it's great stuff. It's unique. It's creative. I always appreciate creativity in music.
Definitely.
So something that has elements that's not just like run of the mill. Last question I always ask is because we're hopeful that we have a few members of our audience that haven't heard you yet and will now go find you. Like, where is the best place people should look you up?
Everything that we release is on Spotify, Tidal, and Bandcamp. Our music videos are on YouTube. So anywhere you type Arshenic, you will find us.
Fantastic.
Cool. Perfect.
Do we have anything else for Ofilia?
I think that's it.
We thank you so much for taking the time and jumping on a call with us.
Thank you for inviting me.
Of course.
And good luck with everything this year. Good luck with getting back to shows.
Thanks.
The best you can, I suppose.
But truly, we wish you all the best. Like, keep in touch anytime you have any new releases. That way we can promote it.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. I'll send you the link to our disc so you can download the 4 songs if you haven't yet. So I will send you as soon as the other songs are ready.
Yep, we do the live action reviews and stuff too for music videos and stuff. So feel free to send it our way. We'll promote it the best we can.
Awesome.
And I'll give you honest feedback too.
You will.
Right.
But all right, Philly, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thank you for the time.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
That is the end of this episode. Thank you for tuning in to another exciting episode of Heavy Metal Over a Six-Pack podcast. Marcus, Dave, and Anthony signing off. Check out the podcast at hmoa6pack.podomatic.net. Email hmoa6pack@gmail.com. Like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next time.